Good morning. So I've kept hearing that song by Beyonce and Jack White. It's from her Lemonade album called Don't Hurt Yourself. So listen to that, because if that resonates with you, this is definitely for you. And I also kept hearing it's time to go. It's time to go, just over and over again. So I feel like you're either going through a breakup right now, or you've just broken up with someone, you're about to break up with someone, but this is a current situation. This is something that I just heard, the straw that broke the camel's back, something that really just was like, you're done. You just can't be in the relationship anymore. So we're just gonna, circle of drama. All right, so let's get the energy around you right now. What's going on for you right now? I just want to see what comes out, because I really feel like this is about a breakup that you're going through right now. I think you're just fed up. Fed up with someone's behavior, I just heard. I got this the right way around. Ugh, it's all jumbled up, doesn't matter. No, it's not the right time. And that could just mean that I'm seeing that card, right person, wrong time. So I think this is quite a fresh thing. Patience, just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. So maybe, no, it's not the right time. I just want to get a confession. Someone has something to tell you. So maybe this is someone that you have broken up with, but it's been some time here. I think though, if this is your collective, this is something that's really going on, something you're really going over in your mind at the moment. I think you're really reflecting on perhaps the negative aspects of a past relationship, a past person, and the emotions it's bringing up for you is a lot of like resentment, anger, towards this person, but also anger at yourself for what you put up with, things like that. What was this connection, please? This is yes. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. So, and especially with this confession that is on the bottom of the pile, I think that I just keep hearing that this is fresh though. So perhaps it's something where, because usually if you go through a breakup, someone's not going to just change overnight. This isn't a couple of weeks, even a couple of months. This says patience, just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. So I want to say you've been going through the breakup symptoms, so to speak, for a while now. And you might be I think you're going through the grief period where you're angry. And you're, especially with that Don't Hurt Yourself song, if you listen to that song, you will understand if that is how you're feeling right now. If that song resonates with you, then this is exactly what you're going through. So I think this person that's connected to you, perhaps in this time away, they've really stayed away, if that makes sense. Like you haven't had contact with them, they've really been masking their true feelings. And this also could be you masking your true feelings, but I don't think you're doing it purposely. I think it might be that you're genuinely going through this period of time where your anger and resentment is really at the forefront. So if someone I just heard, I hate you. So it's like you feel as though you're, if someone was to say, do you still love this person, you'd vehemently go no, because your anger is so strong right now, and that it's like masking the love you still have for this person. Hopefully that makes sense. Healing heart. So you've been trying to heal your heart. And this is, as well, if you're getting angry at yourself for feeling so much anger, it's not a nice feeling. So it's something you always want to push away and just distract yourself from. But it's actually quite an important chapter. If you don't go through that phase of anger and resentment and truly let it go through you, then you're not going to truly be able to heal from it and let it go. It's the same with sadness. It's like you have to let the grief go through you and really sit with it. It's very uncomfortable. So don't push it away. But freedom from toxic relationship or addiction, not enough. So I think this connection also made you feel not enough. This person really knocked your self-worth, your self-confidence. There could have been a lot of jealousy in the connection, and this is frustrated in a relationship. So again, with that song, I just really think that you're fed up. You're fed up with this person, how they made you feel, how they treated you. And I think if you have been going through this breakup for a little while now, I was hearing in my head that it's fresh, but a breakup isn't just, oh, you broke up with someone a week ago. You go through a breakup for a while, especially if you don't jump straight into another relationship, which my belief is you shouldn't, because you just carry baggage from relationship to relationship when you hop around like that. But I think you've been trying very hard to keep a positive mindset, and that's the mask you've been wearing. Trying to keep positive, trying to push away the negative feelings that this relationship brought out in you. Healing heart. That was Axe. So maybe the way, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Because of the amount of anger that I think this collective is feeling, it's this rage where it's like this fire burning in you. And like I said before, you need to allow yourself, give yourself grace. Don't try to suppress the anger or get annoyed at yourself for feeling angry when you think about the ways that this person hurt you, and how long you put up with it for, being angry at yourself for staying as long as you did, all those things. Allow yourself to sit in it so that it moves through your body and it releases. And then like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you'll be renewed and you will have truly let it go. So there could have been infidelity here, because under not enough, you've got seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. And it might not have even been physical cheating, but perhaps this person was keeping, I'm seeing deleted messages, even deleting, like, you know how you have your recent phone calls? It's like they cleared their recent call list so that you wouldn't check the numbers that had been dialed. Does that make sense? So deleted messages cleared, but you found something. And then it took you down a rabbit hole to find more and more and more that this person had been hiding from you. But there was third-party interference here. There was definitely things here that really knocked your self-worth and confidence because unfortunately, even though it's on the person who's been sneaky, the person that they do it to, it hurts them, hurts their confidence, hurts their ego, and their self-worth, because that person that was being sneaky can't control themselves. And I think that's part of the frustration here too. Weak. I think you're feeling that this person is weak for giving in to the temptation of whatever this seduction was, but also feeling weak about perhaps you didn't end things straight away when you found this stuff out, and you wish you had, keys on a ring. So I think this person, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. I think you feel like this person strung you along, but also I think that there was some shady things going on. There was someone in the background, an energy in the background when he was still with this person that they were hiding. And I think you found out, and that's where, and that would make the Lemonade album by Beyonce even more, what's the word? More, why can't I get my words out? Mercury retrograde. And Confession was on the bottom, remember? So I think someone had to, well, not had to, but they, when you found stuff out, they confessed. Makes that album's even more relevant, because Beyonce made the Lemonade album about how Jay-Z, how she found out about him cheating on her. So I think that that is the theme here, that you've been through this breakup and it really affected you. You're very angry, you're very fed up. You're going through all the stages of grief of a relationship breaking down, because in your mind, this person was weak and gave in to attention from others that they shouldn't have. And it makes you question your own self-worth and confidence, because it makes you wonder, why aren't I enough, that you have to go get attention elsewhere. Okay. So when I've seen that, no, it's not the right time, in just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. I'm even thinking that this healing process for you, it's right now, you're not feeling great. You're feeling a lot of anger and a lot of resentment, like I said, towards this person and towards even yourself, about how long you put up with this behavior. But this isn't something that's going to clear overnight. It's going to take a few months for you to really work through these feelings. That's why they're saying have patience. Good thing come to those who wait. So you will feel better again. You will get through this. You need to just allow yourself the time to go through it. Someone is still figuring themselves out, and that's you. You're figuring out how to get through this, and what you're, move on. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're very in your head about this at the moment as well. Let's confirm now. Pets, getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. You might have shared a pet with this person. Maybe you're wanting to get another pet, another pet. So maybe you already have one. But it's like all the things that you, these knee-jerk reactions to what's going on internally are making you maybe want to do impulsive things, and they're saying don't do that. You're better off to sit through the discomfort now and work through the feelings than and benefit from it later, than do all these things to try and distract yourself and be impulsive. Okay, so water sign. So you're very, of course, like I've been saying all along, very emotional when it comes to anger, resentment, how long you stay, what you put up with, what they put you through. And that's why they're saying patience, because your emotions really you do need to give yourself grace, give yourself time, have patience with yourself and your healing journey and all the things that you're going through internally and emotionally. Allow yourself time to figure it out. You can't rush healing. You can't say to yourself, just be over it. And then you go, I'm over it. When you actually get to a point where you genuinely feel over it, it will feel like that. I don't care anymore. Yeah, someone else. Someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. Well, we know that because... So you might have, again, like I said about resentment and anger towards yourself, even for how long you put up with this behavior or how long you stayed. You've been through this a few times with this person, but something ending, something beginning, fate, karma. But someone did get in the middle here and sabotage this, and I think that you also, for that to confirm someone is still figuring themselves out, I think that you have been going over in your mind, things are clicking for you. It's like, yes, you found something out and this person confessed to it and things ended, but it's like over the months after a breakup, it's like things start to pop into your head and you start to put pieces together of so many different things that happened that you're now like detective, I just heard. Like you're starting to put all these things together, that you're realizing things that happened during the relationship that you might have noticed, but you just kind of shrugged off and didn't think anything of it at the time. But it's like you're putting the pieces together now and you're really realizing how much deceit was going on here and how people were in the background sabotaging this the whole time. It's like this puzzle that you're putting together, and that of course is going to bring up all this anger and resentment, because there's all these things that you're realizing now that you haven't got to express to this person too. I realize that you lied about this and this and this, and there's all this anger and built up resentment towards this person that you haven't gotten to express. So I think this is all very much in you right now. There's so much going on that you're figuring out happened during the connection that's coming up now. You're having memories and things that are taking you back to things that you didn't fully pay attention to at the time, but now you're realizing. So naturally that's going to bring up anger all over again, especially if you thought you were getting past it and you were moving on, and then all of a sudden Mercury retrogrades here and all these memories are popping into your head and you're putting two and two together and you're like, oh my God, I was right about this, I was right about this. Soulmate only. You have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. Okay, so what's blocking you right now? Well, obviously your emotions, but let's get a bit more into it. Ambivalent. You say you want a lover, but you're not all in. Take time to figure out what you want. So again, someone is still figuring themselves out. You're still figuring yourself out. And I think as well, when you have all this built up anger and resentment, it's not the time to be trying to find someone new. Again, if you relationship hop, you're just building up so much baggage and you're taking it from relationship to relationship. Fear of touch. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. So again, you as well would just be repulsed at the thought of anybody else touching you. So dating is just not something that I would advise you to do right now, because it's like you're not going to trust anyone right now. Which is why it's so important to allow yourself this time to heal. Like really give yourself a good period of time. You will feel it when you're actually like, I think I could potentially be open to meeting someone. then you know. But while you're so angry and resentful, and even the thought of someone touching you repulses you because you just don't want, you're very protective of yourself right now, and that's fine. Be comfortable with the fact that don't be comfortable with it, but give yourself grace that it's not the time to be trying to meet someone new. Being guarded, of course. You are lonely because you're so aloof. Trust others and let them into your heart. So this isn't about dating. This is about if you have some people that you can speak to about this, and if you're not comfortable speaking to those close to you about it, then maybe therapy is an option, or journaling, but something to help you get the feelings out of your body, to release some of that pressure and that build-up that's so uncomfortable as well. Going back to that Lemonade album, she wrote that album and she expressed everything she needed to. She wrote all those songs to work through the pain of the betrayal. Being needy, make friends and spend time by yourself to take the pressure off your relationship. But obviously this is a breakup, so perhaps as well you need to push yourself a little bit and start socializing again. Go out with your friends, and if you are already doing that, maybe you're going out too much with your friends to try and distract yourself, but eventually that anger is going to come out onto the people around you because you're suppressing it and you're trying to run away from it. So that again, if you need to spend time alone to really sit with it, but journal, listen to music, cry your eyes out, scream in the car while you're driving, do what you have to do to get it out of your body so that you're not sitting with all this pressure building up. No good ones. There is someone out there for you. Don't let this false belief make you miss out. But that right now is just, again, like that fear of touch. You just cannot see yourself being able to, it's like that, will I ever love again? Will I ever meet someone that can love me properly? Yes, you will, but right now you need to allow yourself this time to go through these feelings of anger and work through them. Journaling, talking to your friends, talking to your family, going to therapy. Alright, let's get a bit more information, break this down a bit more. Partial truth. So I think as well that's part of it here. This person has a way of talking in circles, talking their way out of things, and because your intuition was screaming at you that you're not getting the whole truth, you were like a dog with a bone and you weren't able to let it go. And then if this caused arguments with this person, they were purposely leaving parts of the story out so it didn't seem so bad. And your intuition could tell that you weren't getting the full story. And they were doing that to benefit themselves because the consequences of their actions would be losing you. But them prioritizing their own wants of doing things behind your back that would hurt you, but then also not wanting to lose you, so only telling you partial truth. So then in the end you find out whether you did it, you actively went looking for it, or it just came to you. Either way, you found out the whole truth, and since the breakup, you've continually heard and found out more truths, or even in your head realized more truths of things that were kept from you that makes you angry. Only sharing parts of the truth that benefit oneself. So they were just benefiting themselves and protecting their own feelings over yours. Facade of concern. Someone's concern may not be sincere, hiding ulterior motives. And straight away I go to someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. So if this is someone from this person's side that acted like your friend, they might have even said to you when you might have even confided in this person and they act concerned and say, oh, I don't want you two to break up and I'm not trying to tell you to break up. Like, I'm hearing someone repeatedly say over and over again, I don't want you two to break up, but really that they're revealing that that's exactly what they want. They kind of presented themselves to you as a concerned party and they listened to you when you were upset and gave you advice, but they weren't actually sincere. And this could have even been the person that you're, I want to say this was the person that was in the background. So they were acting like your friend to your face, but they were secretly talking to your person behind your back. And I think that that's part of the things that you are coming up for you right now. Things that you're realizing and figuring out. Public exposure, private matters could be exposed. So as well, what happened here could have come out to a lot of people. Like it played out, and you had Circle of Drama come out. So maybe this played out in on a public platform, or just this was used in some kind of way as like a weapon against your person to make them look bad, which they've done it to themselves. They did the wrong thing, but it's kind of like your private business was splattered across like publicly, and it was just a mess. There's so many things that you knew at the time that you left, but then there's things you've worked out later and things that have come to light since then. You might have even had people come to you since the separation to tell you things, and it's just made you sick to your stomach. Someone may be getting close to you with hidden intentions. There you go. So people were coming out of the woodwork to tell you about things that were happening publicly about your relationship. So I don't know if this person was you both were on social media and you had like a platform, but people that didn't like your person or even didn't like you were coming to you during the relationship and after it to tell you things that got in the way here. And their ulterior motives were to hurt you, hurt the person, hurt the relationship. It was all a big game. And part of your anger and resentment towards them is how they let this happen. Again, you feel that they're weak. So let's clarify what you need moving forward. What do you need moving forward, please? Walking unscathed. So even though you're angry and hurt, know that you dodged a bullet here, basically. You were fortunate. A trap was laid, and this might even be part of the people that came out of the woodwork to act like your friend and tell you things about this person. It was like they were setting a trap and you didn't fall for it. They might have been trying to come in with fake concern to tell you things to hoping that you would create a scene. But you didn't fall for it. It may have hurt you, but you didn't fall for it. It didn't make you go publicly lash out at this person. But your wisdom kept you from falling into it. There you go. So be proud of yourself for that. You still had grace and handled the situation elegantly. You didn't handle it like this person handled it. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbour, allowing tranquility to still your waters. So try to find peace by knowing that you handled things respectfully at least on your side. And I know a lot of times it can be hard taking the high road when someone's hurt you so badly and you want them to get their karma. But be proud of yourself in that you did take the high road, and that in all your pain, in all your anger, you're not the kind of person to be spiteful and vindictive and go create some big dramatic scene to try and hurt this person. There's more power in your silence. And this isn't that you shouldn't get to express how you feel, but again, journaling, talking to friends, family, therapy, screaming in the car, blasting music that makes you feel better. Pathfinder. So it is leading you. You are on the right track. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. So this is helping lead you towards a more fulfilling life. Wish granted. The outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it's what you need. So again, this is a very painful thing that you're going through. And you have every right to feel angry and resentful towards someone that was unfaithful, someone that lied, told partial truths, was sneaky, that people tried to hurt you, that people were deceitful and acted like your friend but really wanted to hurt you. And this person, it's not how you wanted things to go, but it actually, in the long run, is bringing you towards something that will be a wish fulfillment in love and career. Okay, so where's my tarot deck? We'll use this one. All right, let's get what's coming next for you. What can you expect? Actually, no, I'm going to use this one. What's next for you? Queen of Earth, so you might be an earth sign. A year from now, during the spring, April 22nd to May 21st. Stable, stubborn, strong, possessive, persevering. There we go, persevering, down to earth. Physical, prosperous, the Hierophant. So you could be, this could be leading you down a path of spirituality, forming new traditions, committing to yourself. This is also a card of religion, ruling planet Venus. So you could be really trying to work on your physical appearance right now, your beauty, especially with that self-worth, that this really would have knocked your confidence and your how you value yourself. So working on beauty rituals, I just heard, is important here. And maybe over this next year, because this is a year from now, maybe in a year from now, you will have been completely transformed. That's why it's important to allow this stage of healing, because it's all building up to transforming you into this beautiful queen that was always inside you. But it's almost like the hero's journey, where they go through all these trials and tribulations in life, but they come out the other side, the Empress or the Emperor. Fierce. You've got number 20 here. The letter A could be significant, but Wolverine. Unpredictable, wild, power struggles, assertive, possessive, renegade, fearless, determined, elusive. It's turning you into this strong, ferocious queen, and not in like a psychotic way or like a tyrant way, but in like a, you're going to know your worth and you're going to stand in your power. the element of spirit. So spirituality is a key element here, but ether, prime element. Yes, see, allow, trust in divine timing. Allow yourself, even if seeing this reading today and it resonates and that song resonates and it's time to go resonates, know that this message was divinely guided to you so that you would know, okay, yeah, these feelings suck and I'm sick of feeling them. It's so uncomfortable. But if I allow myself, if I give myself the grace and actually say, I'm allowed to feel this way, this person hurt me, you can move through it. Allow time to heal it. Akasha. So if you know about the Akashic records, I had a dream about that last night actually. That's interesting. Unified field, soul spark, timeless, binding force, omnipresent, life force, 0 point energy, bringing yourself back to a point where you don't feel these burdens anymore. You'll just feel centered again. It'll bring you back to a point of neutral, and then you will be able to move forward. All right, Queen of Earth. Allow yourself to feel these things. They're saying trust that this is part of the journey. Earth. I definitely think you're an earth sign here because you've got earth to confirm, Queen of Earth. Practical, grounded, solid, dutiful. I think these are your qualities. Measured, conservative, realistic, methodical, duty-bound, dependable, tangible, builders and makers. Things are stuck because right now you feel stuck. Right now, in this moment of time and over the next few months, you're really going to have to give yourself patience. Be patient with yourself because you feel stuck in life, but it's not, you're not actually stuck in life. It's actually a critical part of the healing journey that you have to go through. And do things like grounding yourself, go for walks, take a drive if you don't have much nature around you. Take a drive and go somewhere where there's nature, where you can just sit in the quiet, listen to the sounds of nature, no technology. Leave your phone in your car and just be out in nature, and it will help. And even walking quickly when you're out in nature to get that like energy out. Wolverine. For that. Spring, new moon. So spring is important. So spring in Australia will start next month. September is the beginning of spring. So within 4 to 8 weeks, you're going to start to feel a change, and it's going to be hard. So if you need to watch this reading again to remind you, because you can watch this now and it might give you peace of mind, and then tomorrow you're like agitated all over again and feeling like you just want it to go away. So if you have to watch this again, watch it again. But the next 4 to 8 weeks, again, so April 22nd to May 21st, then May 21st to June 21st. So from April 22nd to June 21st is an important couple of months for you next year, within a year from now. And that came out with the Prince of Air, and you had air sign come out in that first deck. So perhaps this person connected to you is an air sign, but new beginnings. Fresh excitement, rejuvenate, set goals and intentions, a surprise. So maybe this is the past person coming back around, or that you're meeting someone new. Coming alive, growth, fertile, new cycle. So this Prince of Air is Gemini, doesn't have to be, but that's also during the spring. These are both spring cards. I don't think you're going to be over this and ready to meet someone by September, but like that very first card that says a year from now, there is so much about spring here. This is during the spring. This is during the spring. Spring, new moon. Spring of next year. I know you're probably thinking straight away, I heard, oh my God, that's ages away. But this is why they're saying trust divine timing. Allow yourself this period of healing. Give yourself a good year to heal through this, because it's a big betrayal and it's painful. But this is the Lovers. You'll have a decision to make. And a year from now, you're going to look back and be like, yeah, I really did need to allow myself that time to get through it, because I wouldn't be where I am now. Give yourself that grace, because by spring next year, you're going to be surprised at not just how you've changed, but a surprise is coming in with a Prince of Air. Spring of next year is very important for you. That's 3 cards of spring. And that's to confirm Wolverine. So the 20th. 20 is important here actually, because you've got April 22nd to May 21st. May 22nd to June 21st. And that card's number 20. So those dates are important. 20 again, 2020. Look up the angel number 2020, and maybe 2020 is when you met this person. Networking. I said something about social media. If you have some kind of platform, they have some kind of platform. There's something around that. And maybe that will be part of the journey. In a year from now, you're going to have some kind of a platform of some kind where you reach people and help people that have gone through what you've been through. Or it could be something completely different. Maybe it's beauty stuff or tarot or some kind of platform. But networking, marketing, social media, publicity, internet, fame, expand, spotlight, numerable, connected, exposure. And that's to confirm the element of spirit, allow, trust divine timing. Everything you're going through now, in a year from now, your life's going to be completely different. You're going to be this fearless, strong queen that is putting something out into the world that can help others in some way, shape or form. And I think you're going to have a decision to make when it comes to someone that will want to come in and surprise you. And it could be a surprise in that because the Lovers is also a card about choices. So this person might even be coming in to offer you something when it comes to social media. It could be a job opportunity. But going places, the 10th of March or the 3rd of October, so October might be a significant month for you too. Going places, adventure, there might be travel involved in this. Vacation, trip, enterprise, movement, with the wind, swift, travel, overseas. This is actually quite a big chapter for you. You might have even need to hear this message to know that good things are coming and to have hope. But when these feelings of resentment, anger, frustration, pain come up for you, they're coming up so that you can heal them. Because there's so much, you've been through this. You're going to realize when this all comes out that you went through this for a reason, because it's kind of like if you never experience sadness, how would you truly experience happiness? If you never experience anger or frustration or resentment, how would you truly experience joy and trust and freedom? Those are things that it's like everything has to balance out. And I think that's something you're going to have an aha moment when all this stuff is working out for you and you're like, wow. Love and career is something that is destined for you. You just have to allow yourself this healing stage. And there's something significant about water. Maybe you're going to go on a cruise, but there's something significant about what you're going through is leading you to whatever this platform is going to be. Okay, so let's get a spirit animal for you, actually. The beaver. You're working on your little dam. You're building up resilience. And know this, you'll never let someone treat you like that again. The golden egg. Beautiful. So the golden egg is all about your inner voice. Again, this is all leading you to whatever platform, and however you're going to use that platform, you're going to find your voice and you're going to express it, and that voice is going to help people. That's really good. That's so nice. Okay, so let's just get some closing messages. And then we'll get a divine door for you as well. Intuition. Trust your intuition. Okay. Number 2, so that's the High Priestess. Or is it the Empress? It's either the Empress or the High Priestess. 36. Maybe you're 36. It is. It's the High Priestess. Intuition is the language of the soul. When this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Have you heard a phrase or saying repeated by more than one person today? Do the same numbers keep showing up in your life? 2020. Has someone mentioned the name of a specific individual whom you were just thinking of? These are all signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. This is a perfect time to seek the answers from within. Turn inward, where you'll find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. When you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you'll see the real deal. You are the High Priestess. Okay, let's get you a divine door. Morning memory. Its healing gift runs a destined course, the morning dawn, our inspired source. Healing gift runs a destined course. You're destined to let this run its course, basically. It's all destined. It's fate. It's karma. Things ending for something to begin. The morning dawn. So when the sun rises, it's a new day. I think you're going to find inspiration through this. It's just allowing and trusting in the divine, that it's leading you where you need to go. And then I'll get one of these. Not for you. Number 6. Essential meanings, a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. So this had to happen. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel that you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for they're benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a